Assalamualaikum guys, welcome back to Hebat Gaming, and today we are going to review some new footage for the new boxing game baru, ESPORTS Boxing Club. Actually, this is like the korang ingat tak game Fight Night Champion, Fight Night Round 4 semua tu. So I think diorang dah lama gila tak buat boxing game. So this is like the new boxing game yang diorang akan buat for I think 2023 maybe keluar, but ni lah boxing dia, but the boxers dia semua yang baru-barunya, yang zaman sekarang punya boxers. So let's see the gameplay yang diorang update lah. So let's go.
Hey fight fans, this is Will Kinsler from the team at Steel City Interactive. You might recognize me as Rackzilla if you're on our Discord server. I'm the Director of Global Communications
I like
at
his shit,
SBI,
man.
and I'm here to show you what we've been up to lately with ESBC development. Today we're going to talk about camera angles, improvement to punches, inside fighting, and more. Let's jump into it.
That's right. We're opening up with this modern classic matchup between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, who you're seeing in the ring together in ESBC for the very first time.
Movement cantik though.
Here you can see we've got a variety of camera angles in the works. There's a wide angle view that shows all the action for those of you who want to see as much as possible. There's a close-up view that really highlights those toe-to-toe moments and beautiful game visuals. We've even got a cinematic camera that gives you a number of perspectives to view what's happening inside the ring. We'll continue to experiment and add more cameras to offer a variety of ways to view
you can play it as like a boxing match or front face.
When it comes to authentic boxing, another area we wanted to give attention to is fighting on the inside. As boxing fans, we appreciate those moments where fighters are right on top of each other, looking for that
Okay, for this one, I think this never been done before in a boxing game. Sebab biasanya kalau korang main like fighting games, and it's like there's like an invisible wall ke depan tu, like you can't really ke depan betul-betul. But I think for this one, dia memang going for that inside macam that shot. That shot hooks, that shot uppercuts. So this could be like a cool game changer, cool game plan for like
opportunity to throw a shot that will connect at just the right time. It's still a work in progress, but here's a glimpse of our first pass at fighting on the inside.
Fighting on the inside, man.
You can see how the fighters shift stances as they get into close range combat. With our physics system coming into play,
in real life,
hooks and uppercuts might land, or they could glance off an opponent, depending on your position. And now we've got a fighter we've never shown before in ESBC. I'm really excited to announce joining...
Whoa, hold on a second, Will. Get out of here. If it's a fighter announcement, I'm in charge, ladies and gentlemen, of making that announcement. Introducing to you, for the first time ever, with ESPORTS Boxing Club, from the Steel City himself, the home of Steel City Interactive. He is the former welterweight champion of the world. Welcome, Kell Brook!
Bro, I think I heard of him before.
And there's the bell for round 2.
Sorry, I tak follow
this
boxing
fantasy
sangat,
matchup
but I know
between the
some
Cobra
parts.
and Sweet Hands? We're showing Carl Froch and Caleb Plant in ESBC for the
Caleb
first
Plant, man,
time
dia baru
as we
fight
talk
dengan
through
Canelo.
this next section.
He was undefeated juga, but he did pretty well.
Fighters will tell you that where a shot lands can make a big difference, and the same is true in ESBC. There are impact areas on an opponent's face, so a glancing blow will have a reduced chance to cause serious damage, where that big shot to the temple might just be enough to bring the fight to a close.
It's cool, critical hits.
If you want to have a great boxing game, the punches have to both look and feel right. That's something we believe, and that's something we hear often from you as well. That's why we'll work on and polish punches until we're satisfied they meet our standard.
In a previous update, we showed off our 36 punch controls. After consultation with world champion boxers and improvement to our punch mechanics, we now have more than 60 individual punches. We've put significant effort into additional capture to help get us there, and this will continue to be an area of focus of development.
Power punches are now available for every single punch type. Power jabs, straights, hooks, and uppercuts. It's all there. Want to throw that power jab to slow an advancing opponent? Now you can. Maybe you'd like to set up a trap to land that big right hand to end the fight.
Right hand,
it's up to you to put a little something extra on your punches. Just make sure you don't
Bronze
get
bomber.
carried away so you still have some energy in those championship rounds. We've talked a lot about the process of scanning fighters and how that helps us create lifelike visuals.
Yeah,
And that's true.
movement,
But we don't only rely on
graphics.
scans. Our team has worked
Oh,
out the finer
frickin' smooth,
details
man.
when it comes to visual fidelity. You can see individual muscles flexing when punches are thrown. There's real-time body and facial deformation when
If you like
impactful
focus
punches land.
closely and
We
like
believe these are
you can
difference
see apa
makers
tu
when it
Tyson
comes to
Fury
creating an
punya
immersive boxing
badan
experience,
gerak.
and it's important to us
Like, it's like
to take
jiggling.
the time to touch on these
Wait,
areas.
see that? You see that Tyson Fury body
Now it's
jiggle?
time to hop in and answer a few of your questions about ESBC.
Judging system, yeah. Let's see
Josh
how it goes.
asks, how does the judging system work?
But
Well, Josh,
in
we're
real
not
life, I
ready
tahu
for a
judging
deep
dia
dive
memang
on
ada
judging
yang
today.
corrupted, ada yang
But
tak,
I can
so
tell you that there will
hopefully
be a
it doesn't work in the
variety of
game,
outcomes at the end of fights. There are multiple judges. They may not see a fight the same way. So you'll have to be thoughtful about your game plan so you don't end up in a draw or on the wrong end of one of those
draw.
majority decisions.
That's what
More on
UFC
that
fought that
in the
dia
future.
draw. But in like
Shy760
previous
asks,
games and
will we be
Fight
able to
Night,
change
diorang ada
the
draw,
button
so
layout?
it'd be
So
cool lah.
the controls we showed in the last dev walkthrough are our current default, and we are pretty happy with them. But we're actively testing alternate control options. We aren't 100% locked in on anything, and we'll continue to test options and read feedback when it comes to what you're saying about controls.
Agalos P has a question about DLC. Well,
DLC.
Agalos, it's not time yet to talk about DLC plans. However, we do want to touch on the roster and some of the speculation we've seen. We've signed
Hopefully, I really hope that diorang bagi fighters yang kita memang nak main, jangan hide it behind a paywall ke DLC ke tu macam not really worth the money lah bagi I. Macam if you make a game, make like a full game, you know, for the DLC. Sometimes I agree, but sometimes I don't. Even kat UFC 4, diorang jual loh yang Tyson Fury dengan Anthony Joshua, diorang jual. Tapi if you finish the career mode tu, you get it for free. So macam I don't even Bruce Lee pun kena beli actually. But if you play the game, habiskan the career mode ke apa, you would eventually unlock. But itulah just like you should give the full game with the full characters ke. And kalau nak add on memang betul-betul like you really need it lah. So that's my view on that. But I really don't agree on the DLC thingy because you know you already bought the game. You should get everyone included lah.
signed a lot of fighters and have made several roster announcements over the last year, and have even signed fighters we've yet to reveal. Some of you have been following our announcements and have said things like, there's no way all of these fighters will be in ESBC when it drops. And if you've shared a comment like that, you're correct. There will be boxers who are included in the game at launch, and some who will be a part of our DLC rollout over time. Most boxers who aren't in at launch will be paid DLC, but there will also be some free DLC to look forward to. So, what can we tell you right now about the ESBC release?
Man, but the DLC is like I said, is like paid DLC apa. I don't know, man. Even for like UFC 4, you get like fighter updates. Macam baru ni dia masuk Giga Chikatse dengan Magomed. Like they update the UFC characters, macam new UFC fighters like every few months lah. Tapi it's cool that they update. I wish that maybe this game could equate for that one, but yeah. I don't know, maybe this is from another developer, so maybe they need the money, but it's from ESPORTS then, so yeah, they should really follow that UFC 4 punya
roster.
cara.
As we've said, we're working toward the largest roster of licensed fighters ever in a boxing game. In order to totally lock down our roster, we have to get fighter scans into our development pipeline and approved, working around boxers' busy schedules to do so. All of this, of course, has been challenging during the ever-changing COVID landscape. That means today, we don't have a finalized list of boxers who will make the released roster. Now, we know a top priority for many of you is making sure some of the best fighters in the sport are in ESBC on day one when you purchase the game. So you'll see Canelo, Ali, Fury, Wilder, Terrence Crawford, Joe Frazier, Roy Jones, Lomachenko, Claressa Shields, Katie Taylor, and more the very first.
I tak dengar nama Floyd Mayweather, so it's pretty weird. Sebab in the I think Fight Night Champion pun Floyd Mayweather tak ada, so hopefully let's get Floyd Mayweather. kemungkinan I rasa dia DLC. Floyd Mayweather is gonna be a DLC. Mayweather dia mesti nak duit. So that's what I think about it. But can't wait to play as Floyd Mayweather kalau he's not DLC. Kalau kena bayar then probably I'll pay for that.
First time you play. And we'll continue to share more of our finalized roster as we get closer and lock in those names. But we want to make sure you understand our philosophy around the roster and where we're at right now.
Before we go, we want to thank you for your continued support and belief in us as we work to bring boxing back to gaming where it belongs, as well as for your patience so we can make sure we deliver the most authentic experience possible. Make sure you head over to Steam and add ESBC to your wish list. There's a link down there below.
Cool, man. Did a video game. Oh, nice. That's cool. I don't know bila dia keluar, but most likely I think it's next year. But they're making a new boxing game. Dah lama gila I dah tak main. I think the last boxing game is Fight Night Champion tu pun kat PS3 dan tu pun dah lama gila. So they really need to update and add some new fighters lah. Personally, I cannot wait to use Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. His right hand's like me, so can't wait to use him and Floyd Mayweather. Hopefully, so let's dengar balik.
Has been challenging. That means today, finalized list of boxers who will make the released roster. Now, we know a top priority for many of you is making sure some of the best fighters in the sport are in ESBC on day one. So you'll see Canelo, Ali, Fury, Wilder, Terrence Crawford, Joe Frazier, Roy Jones, Lomachenko, Claressa Shields, Katie Taylor, and more.
I think Floyd Mayweather. So kemungkinan dia DLC. But hey man, as long as we're getting a new boxing game, that would be cool. Cause I've been playing UFC banyak, and kalau nak main game boxing pun, I kena main PS3 I balik. So can't wait for EA Sports Boxing Club. It should be a good game, a new fighting game, a new challenge. So hey, maybe new videos on that lah. Hey guys, thanks for watching. It's been Hebat Gaming. So that's about it.